Did this movie get me all that more excited for Pooh, Blood, and Honey? Yeah, it kinda did. What's going on, everybody? Tonight I was lucky enough to check out The Mean One, a movie that I have been very excited for the past week since I saw the trailer for the film, and I just think that what they're trying to do right now with making all these beloved characters go bad is something that I am very, very, very fond of, because some people will say that it will ruin their childhood. For me, it will just enlighten my childhood. I want to see what happens when my favorite either characters from books like Dr.Suess or Winnie the Pooh, or my personal favorite, a movie that I really want to do, a Cinderella horror story where she goes after the stepmom and the stepsisters. That is something that I've wanted to see since I saw that god-awful 2021 Cinderella film. Ever since I saw that film, I was very well conceiving that story, and I want to see that for wishing. And from the trailer, it looked like this movie was going to be all kinds of awful, and to a degree, it is. Now, you might be wondering what kind of awful this movie is. Is it the good awful, or is it the bad awful? Well, I'm here to happy to tell you that for me, it was the good awful. They know exactly what kind of film they're making, and they just have fun with every aspect. You don't go into this film expecting Shakespeare. If you watch the trailer and think that it looked like god-awful garbage, then guess what? It's going to be god-awful garbage for you, because that's exactly what this film is. It is bottom of the barrel, awful, kind of what Asylum would have put out, but this movie was a lot of fun. The whole story is about Cindy, you-know-who, returning to Newville after her mom was murdered when she was young, and now her father has been slashed and gashed, and now she is trying to get this monster, as one of the village people call him, the Mean One, because you aren't able to say the Grinch, even though they try. And there were just little Easter eggs in this film that I really enjoyed, which I'm not going to get into, because when I saw them, it was pretty special. I thought it was a lot of fun. And for the most part, it is everything that I wanted this film to be. Even though there is a lot of killing in this movie, it's not taken seriously. This is a parody of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and they know exactly what kind of film they're going for. From the sketches that they draw in this film, to the dialogue, to the acting, to the editing, you can definitely tell that this movie was not shot professionally, and it was not meant to look like it was shot professionally. But there were a lot of fun moments, and sometimes the CGI blood, there is a lot of CGI blood that you can easily tell it's CGI blood. It is 90 minutes, the perfect runtime for this movie. It is a get in, get out type of movie, and it doesn't overstay its welcome. You have David Howard Thornton, who plays the Grinch in this movie, or the Mean One, and he played Art the Clown in the Terrifier films, which I thought he brought a lot of personality to a character that absolutely says nothing, and he was the perfect person to play the Mean One in this film, because even though he doesn't really have a lot of dialogue in this movie, it's mostly just due to a lot of running and a lot of slashing and gashing and a lot of grunting. That's exactly what it's going for. But what David Thornton does with this character, with this Mean One, he adds that personality that he added to Art the Clown, and he makes it a lot more fun than you would expect it. There aren't a lot of moments in this movie where it is just great. This movie is not going for the gold. This movie is not going for the Oscars. If anything, it was definitely going for a Razzie. But this movie, to me, was utter perfection in its own craft. Is this the best movie ever? Absolutely fucking not. This movie is far from it, but I still had a lot of fun with this movie because I knew exactly what I was going into for this movie, and it delivered on every single thing that I wanted from this film. This movie is not going to win any Oscars, but do check yourself when you go into this film, because if you did not like the trailer and you cannot get into the campiness of having these beloved characters go bad and start killing people and start making it a horror parody type film, then you're definitely not going to have a lot of fun with this movie, because it is exactly what the trailers, what they advertise this movie to be. It is a parody of the Grinch, and they do it in the most fun and, to a degree, creative ways. They try to do some clever things here and there, but some of those things that are very little nitpicky to me are things that I can overlook, because I had a lot of fun with this movie. So before you go check out The Mean One, just make sure that you know exactly where you're going in for. If you like the trailer and you know exactly what this film is going to be, then I will highly recommend that you guys check it out in theaters. It's playing in Regal Theaters at the moment, but I would highly definitely check this film out with a packed crowd in theaters. But if you did not like the trailers to this film and you think that it looks like bottom of the barrel garbage, then this wouldn't be a non-recommendation for you, just because it has that dividing factor of what you're going to be looking forward to in a movie like this. But just check yourself before going into a movie like this, because it is exactly what they advertise this movie to be. It is a parody of the Grinch, and I had a lot of fun with this movie. But those are my thoughts on The Mean One. Did you guys get a chance to check it out? Are you planning on checking it out while it's playing in theaters, or are you just going to skip it overall? Go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this video, do me a favor and don't be a mean one. Click that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on more videos like this. Click that bell notification so you get notified every single time that a video pops up. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side.